In her book, Searching for Sunday, Loving, Leaving, and Finding the Church, the late Rachel Held Evans wrote, "It has become a cliche to talk about faith as a journey, and yet the metaphor holds. Scripture doesn't speak of people who have found God. Scripture speaks of people who walked with God. This is a keep moving one foot in front of the other, who knows what's next deal, and you never exactly arrive. I don't know if the path's all drawn out ahead of time, or if it corkscrews with each step like in Alice's Wonderland, or if, as some like to say, we make the road by walking. But I believe the journey is more labyrinth than maze. No step taken in faith is wasted, not by a God who makes all things new." The late Celtic poet John O'Donohue calls the journey of faith a threshold, like spring secretly at work within the heart of winter, below the surface of our lives. Huge changes are in fermentation. We never suspect a thing. And then, when the grip of some long-enduring winter mentality begins to loosen, we find ourselves vulnerable to a flourish of possibility, and we are suddenly negotiating the challenges of a threshold. A threshold is not a simple boundary. It's a frontier that divides two different territories, rhythms, and atmospheres. Abraham heard God's call to step forth in faith. Go forth from the land of your kinsfolk and from your father's house to a land that I will show you. I will make you a great nation, and I will make your name great. And I will bless you so that you will be a blessing. Just before leading Peter, James, and John up the mountain, Jesus had crossed a threshold. Jesus had begun to show his disciples that he must go to Jerusalem and undergo great suffering and be killed, and on the third day be raised. The mountaintop is the place of meeting, the threshold between heaven and earth. Jesus was transfigured. His face shone like the sun. To gaze into the face of another is to gaze into the depth and entirety of their life. In this mutual gazing, we realize that humanity and divinity are really two sides of the same coin. Humanity is meant to become, by grace, what divinity is by nature. Jesus gazes at us so that we might see and love in ourselves what God sees and loves in us. We too are meant to shine with the radiance of divine light. John O'Donohue reminds us that we are always on a journey from darkness into light. At first, we are children of the darkness. Your body and your face were formed first in the kind darkness of your mother's womb. Your birth was a first journey from darkness into light. Each day is a journey. We come out of the night into the day. All creativity awakens at this primal threshold where light and darkness test and bless each other. You only discover balance in your life when you learn to trust the flow of this ancient rhythm. There's a prayer attributed to St. Patrick called the Lorica, or breastplate. Before setting out on a difficult journey, Patrick prayed this prayer, asking God to surround him like armor or a breastplate. So in praying this prayer, we are recognizing that God's presence is surrounding us, protecting us wherever we go. Join me in praying this ancient prayer. Christ be with me, Christ about me, Christ beside me as I go, Christ before me, Christ around me, Christ within, above, below, Christ encircle now my heart, Christ encircle every part. Christ be with me, Christ surround me. Christ be near and never far. Christ to guide me on the journey, Christ to shield me from the night, Christ to lead me on each journey, Christ my hope, my light, my life, Christ to save me from all sin, Christ to call me deep within, Christ to guide me on my journey, Christ my heart to ever fill. Christ be with me in my going, Christ in tongues that tell of me, Christ within each heart abiding, Christ in every eye that sees, Christ to be my fond protector, Christ to shield me from all strife, Christ be near my